Hi, it's Kai and the team here. We would like to apologise for the peculiar tone and style of this video.
Well, that's not what I'd call it.
What would you call it?
In a word, disappointing.
Why don't we let the viewers decide?
Okay.
Dino Crisis 3 is a video game that was released in June 2003 for the Xbox console. It is the third installment in the Dino Crisis series developed by Capcom, following Dino Crisis 1999 and Dino Crisis 2 2000. It should be noted that Dino Crisis 3 received mixed reviews from both critics and players. Unlike its predecessors, which were survival horror games, Dino Crisis 3 took a departure from the series' roots and introduced a more action-oriented gameplay style. The game is set in space in the year 2548, featuring a futuristic setting where players control a team of special operatives aboard a spacecraft called the Ozymandias. The story revolves around the team's mission to investigate the disappearance of the spaceship and its crew, who have been trapped on a derelict space station infested with genetically modified dinosaurs. One notable aspect of Dino Crisis 3 is its emphasis on third-person shooting and exploration. Players navigate through various environments within the space station while engaging in combat with dinosaurs using an array of weapons and equipment. The game also introduces new gameplay elements, such as zero-gravity areas that add a unique twist to the action. However, Dino Crisis 3 received criticism for several aspects of its design and execution. Many players found the game to be significantly different from its predecessors, with a departure from the survival horror atmosphere and a shift towards more action-oriented gameplay. The controls and camera system were also reported to be clunky and difficult to maneuver, affecting the overall gameplay experience. Additionally, the game's story and character development were considered weak compared to the previous entries in the series. Overall, Dino Crisis 3 is often regarded as a departure from the established formula of the series, and its reception was generally lukewarm. While it may appeal to fans of action games or those interested in the sci-fi setting, it is worth noting that it deviates significantly from the survival horror gameplay that made the original Dino Crisis games popular. Dino Crisis 3 commenced its production in mid-2000 under the leadership of Hiroyuki Kobayashi, with Shinji Mikami serving as the executive producer. The initial concept envisioned a human drama, primarily taking place within an unspecified facility located in a city besieged by time-displaced dinosaurs. Players would have the ability to combat the dinosaurs alongside AI partners, and their choices would influence the story's progression. However, following the September 11 attacks in the United States, Capcom Production Studio 4 decided to shift away from the urban setting. Consequently, the game's setting was changed to a futuristic spaceship, far removed from the present. From the outset, Dino Crisis 3 was designed exclusively for the Xbox console, as it was deemed superior in rendering graphics compared to the PlayStation 2. Hiroyuki Kobayashi regarded a PlayStation 2 port of the game as impossible to develop. In 2002, significant development efforts were dedicated to the creation of the game's heads-up display, HUD. Initially, the HUD was planned to be located in the lower left corner of the screen and display health and jetpack fuel as lines, along with the player's available wasps. The weapons system in Dino Crisis 3 differed from its predecessors, as players relied on a main weapon with unlimited ammunition, but had the option to switch to limited supplies of stronger ammunition for more formidable adversaries, which had to be discovered or purchased. The wasps served as secondary weapons that would fly across the map, providing additional assistance to the player during combat. Compared to Dino Crisis, which focused on resource management and avoidance of dinosaurs, Dino Crisis 3 placed more emphasis on the enjoyment of shooting dinosaurs, similar to Dino Crisis 2. The game introduced a shop feature where players could purchase supplies using points earned from killing dinosaurs, akin to Dino Crisis 2. However, in Dino Crisis 3, the player's points could only accumulate up to a finite number, necessitating frequent visits to the shop, otherwise, they would no longer receive additional points. Regarding the camera system, the development team opted to fully utilize the power of the Xbox console. Instead of using pre-rendered 2D backgrounds like Dino Crisis 2, Dino Crisis 3 implemented a 3D camera. Similar to Resident Evil Outbreak, which was being developed concurrently by Studio One, the game divided rooms into zones where the camera would follow the player, transitioning to another camera when the player left the area. The storyboard editor, Shinji Higuchi, decided to incorporate the concept of transformation into the main environment of the game, the Ozymandias, due to his passion for mecha. Inspiration for the setting was drawn from science fiction films, with the Jupiter orbit concept originating from Higuchi's work as a production assistant on the film Sayonara Jupiter. Prior to the Xbox conference summer 2002, several ship designs were created, and a competition was held within the development team to select the design to be used in the game, as shared by producer Hiroyuki Kobayashi.
Captain!
You all right? Where are the others?
Sonia is safe, but...
Sonia! Sonia, do you copy?
Given the team's fascination with mecha, special attention was paid to making the cutscenes of Ozymandias' transformation appear more realistic, with moving parts being locked into place. The character designs also drew inspiration from Japanese science fiction tropes, and significant effort was dedicated to the uniforms of the SOAR team. For instance, the transformation sequence of Patrick's helmet was carefully illustrated to demonstrate how it could be stored within his suit. Karen's mini dress, distinct from the space suits of the other characters, was designed to evoke the style of Japanese race queen idols. Shinji Mikami, the executive producer, even requested the removal of her purple tights to better align with that concept. The 3D computer-generated imagery, 3D CGI, team also placed emphasis on the animations, ensuring that movements of her breasts and dress appeared more realistic during cutscenes. In the game's storyline, it is revealed that the creatures inhabiting the Ozymandias are genetically engineered human-dinosaur hybrids. This allowed the creature designers the freedom to create them according to their vision. This creative liberty was a refreshing departure from the challenges faced by the teams working on Dino Crisis and Dino Crisis 2, where they encountered difficulties in making the theropods, a group of dinosaurs, appear unique. A common theme among the dinosaurs in Dino Crisis 3 was that they possessed exposed skin and the ability to release electricity as a form of attack. Initially, an early story concept revolved around the appearance of dinosaurs in the present-day world, potentially exploring the time distortion hinted at in Dino Crisis 2's Noah's Ark plan. A teaser image hinting at this storyline was showcased by Yoshiki Okamoto during the announcement of 3 Capcom games at the Xbox event on May 16, 2001, in preparation for E3. However, Hiroyuki Kobayashi, the producer, decided to steer the project away from the city-based proposal and explore new directions. With input from the flagship team, led by Noboru Sugimura, Hiromichi Nakamoto, Shin Yoshida, and Hiroaki Kanazawa, it was agreed to shift the game's story to a futuristic setting in space, offering opportunities for fresh ideas and innovation. Approximately 50 minutes of pre-rendered cutscenes were crafted for the game to enhance its cinematic quality. To ensure the visuals and camera angles achieved a movie-like feel, the team enlisted the services of Makoto Kamiya, a professional film director, to direct the cutscenes. In the year 2548, 300 years after Earth lost contact with the colony ship Ozymandias, the ship mysteriously reappears near Jupiter. A team known as SOAR is sent aboard the probe ship Safer to investigate. However, They are met with hostile defenses that destroy their ships, leaving only a few survivors: Patrick Tyler, Sonia Hart, Commander Jacob Ranshaw, and McCoy. As they explore the derelict ship, they encounter various mutated creatures and discover that the ship's control system, MTHR, is creating these creatures using stored animal DNA. During their journey, they encounter a survivor named Karen Velasquez, who turns out to be an android. Karen sacrifices herself to save the team from a mutant ankylosaurus, and Jacob sacrifices himself to kill the creature. As they try to repair the ship, they are attacked by a mutant Spinosaurus and must stop MTHR from sending the dinosaurs to Earth. They eventually defeat MTHR, but the ship activates its self-destruct sequence. Patrick and Sonia attempt to escape on an escape shuttle but are pursued by a two-headed Giganotosaurus called the Sebelrai. Karen lures the creature away but falls with it into an abyss. As the ship self-destructs, Patrick and Sonia manage to escape, but the Sebelrai survives and latches onto the shuttle. In a final battle, Patrick defeats the creature using a powerful weapon called the Final Wasp. Throughout their journey, the team faces various challenges, fights mutated dinosaurs, and confronts the dangers within the ship while trying to prevent the extinction-level threat posed by the Ozymandias experiments.